Behind me is the University of Florida's state-of-the-art facility for orthopedic medical care and rehabilitation. It includes a health sport performance center and human dynamics lab that is a cutting-edge research facility. The most modern technology is used in this lab to help athletes of all levels, from kids to recreational adults to elite athletes, and to help them gain a greater insight into how they can improve their performance. Research that takes place in facilities like this one can help us understand how and why high levels of training can cause an athlete's body to succeed, and also how it can fail. Let's take a look inside here and see the research that's going on. This is Trevor Levitt, and he's the Sport Performance Program Manager. And Trevor has a degree in exercise physiology with a specialty in biomechanics, and he organizes much of the research that's going on here in this lab. Now, this is a really neat lab, Trevor. You've got some great projects going on, and I see a treadmill back here. What kind of work are you doing on this particular piece of equipment?
So our treadmill, we use it for is mainly to have people run on it. We do a majority of our running studies and tests for our running athletes. Our athletes, they have their limits that they can push it to, and many times what we're testing for is a test called the VO2 max. We push them to their max exertion and really test out their limits. A VO2 max test allows us in a controlled lab setting to push an athlete to their limits while monitoring metabolism, heart rate, oxygen consumption, levels of lactic acid, and even their mental drive to push their body to their max exertion. From the test, we can then analyze the results to see how they can improve their performance and change the type of training they are doing to help them prepare for their events. We even have the same technology to measure the same results in real race conditions with our portable metabolic device. With this, we can compare it to the lab tests and see how different the body reacts to different elements that it's exposed to, whether it be environmental with humidity, rain, temperature, and things like that, to really test the athlete's performance. In fact, one of the other tests that we have for performance is our body composition, that we can analyze the person's body and muscle. Would you want to learn more about that right now?
That would be great. Let's go take a look.
Let's go. Well, here we are with body composition. Building muscle is a key component of any strength and power training. Measuring the increase or decrease of muscle mass is key to any strength training plan. In a modern sports performance lab, we can use the technology of body composition, or a bod pod device, to measure body composition. The bod pod uses air displacement technology and is considered the gold standard of body composition measurement. It can be used to detect the small changes in body fat and lean body mass, which is your muscle, bones, and organs. Adding this to any strength training or power program helps measure the success of the program for the athlete. So, do you think bows and arrows are just for kids? Let's go check out the archery and see what we have going there. One of our current studies in the lab is focused in youth archers. We are looking at the body's response to the repetitive stress of shooting arrows and the injuries and syndromes that result from improper biomechanics. We have archers aim and shoot their arrows to the target. While the archers shoot, we collect biomechanical data on their shooting form. From that form, we then can analyze and compare the angles to proper biomechanics and look for possible indicators for injury. 40% of the archers that we have tested have reported shoulder injury that was related to improper shooting technique and a lack of core and stabilizing muscles to reduce the demands of repetitive shooting. Now, to really get to the point, let's use our heads and let's go talk about concussions. So jumping straight into it, in modern sports performance lab, force plates are used as common technology. Force plates can measure the amount of force applied in either a single direction or 3 dimensions. One type of test used in our lab is a simple box jump landing task, like I just performed. This is used to test the ability of the participant to perform a jumping task and how the body responds to the task. We measure the biomechanics and also force data during the trials. We have used this test in multiple studies to test reaction to landing on different surfaces, assess the possibility of knee ligament injury, and investigating the effects of concussion on performing the jump landing task.
Thanks a lot, Trevor. This is a really interesting place. Do you have a website where the students can go and learn more about what's going on here?
Yeah, they can just go to ufsportsperformance.com, and there's plenty of links on that page that they can learn about the current studies that we're conducting in the lab, and also all the services that we offer to the community for sports performance type activities.
That's great. Thanks, Trevor. We'll put the link under this video clip, students, so you can go and click on it and take a look at what's going on in a modern sport performance lab. Wow, what a great lab. And it's places like this that contribute to our knowledge about how to take an athlete to their optimal performance. Now let's move on to the next topic.